Hey, welcome to Flashrock. Tonight we have a very special offering. The offering is coming to you tonight live. This is 6996. I want you guys to have a good time. This band kicks some fucking ass.
Your beauty sacrifices you. You can't make what's around you. Losing ground and falling. Careless to be falling. Every day you make your way, but the path you feel you can't escape, and the tension keeps on growing. So you crawl your skin on knowing it's growing and growing. Treats you as unworthy, careless to your feelings, cares on what you're bringing. Every day you make your way, but the path you feel you can't escape, and the tension keeps on growing. So you crawl your skin not knowing it's growing and growing. To resist, the harder you try, it grows inside. I feel your need, come run to me. I don't mean so mean, just let me see. I feel your need. Thanks, guys. Feel your need. And next song we're gonna do is Destroyed. So here we go. You would think, look before I jumped. You would think, learned my mistakes, but I guess stronger in my head. Now my heart stands all a wreck, and now I feel, and now I feel I'm destroyed. Got it going inside out. I'm destroyed. Hold up on kind of glass. I'm destroyed. I guess I'll introduce our third song from the offering. And that one would be called The Crime. After Thank you.
This is Flashrock. We're doing this live webcast, and tonight we've got the offering, and we're having a great time here. I'll tell you, these guys kick some fucking ass. I love it. It's a very spiritual, transcendental experience for me personally when I hear them play. I've seen them live. They're really good. So why don't you guys go down the row here and introduce yourselves?
Pico, keyboards.
I'm Josh, play guitar.
John Paul. I play violin, electric violin.
Heather, and vocalist.
Warren, play the bass.
Cool. So tell us something about yourself. No, I don't mean like the favorite color. I mean like what's going on with you guys. What are you doing right now?
Well, we started this year. Last year I was working with some songs with Trey from POD, and so we were working on just a certain project. We thought we'd go ahead this year with it. I would form a band, and we'd start with those songs and build into it. But once I got John Paul, actually my space was so key in this. I got John Paul. He was from Michigan, and I got everyone in January, and we just started coming up with more songs. They were catching on, and just became its own thing, to the point where now I have to actually record all these, which was what we're doing. Josh is tracking things, and we'll be submitting them to Trey, and so he can hear what the new sound is. And we'll probably put, after we're done tracking these, it's been like almost 6 months. We started tracking a month ago. We're going to start putting them on MySpace by July, and just going forward. So we don't have our CD yet. Because again, since January, Kiko's brand new. He's brand new. This was his first set with us, actually.
He said it tonight, man.
Yeah, this was his first rehearsal / practice.
Fire.
Yeah. Actually, Manny, our drummer, wasn't here today, so I need to give a shout out because the guy who filled in for us was a pro session player that totally did this just
Totally
for
rocks.
niceness and for Manny. So his name is Jeremy Strawn, and he was a drummer. And he's actually on tour this summer and fall with a country southern rock artist called Christy Clayton at ChristyClayton.com. So thanks, Jeremy, for filling in. He was amazing. So
Yeah, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really cool. This guy just stepped up and showed up and handled it, man. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you guys sound like you've been playing together for a long time. It was really sweet. So I gotta give you props for that. Yeah, well, no, yeah, it's definitely the idea.
And then she
I gotta
had
give you
blab it
props.
to everybody. And
What did you say?
Spoiler.
No, they're awesome. I mean, everyone picked it up pretty quickly. I mean, ever since I got back from Christmas and started laying some ideas, song ideas, they were just like bam, bam, So you guys, they're awesome. You guys are awesome.
Making babies.
So give me an idea of how you guys create. Who's the collaborators? Who's the creators of the music, lyrics, all that good stuff here?
I usually come up with ideas, lyrics, melodies. We figure out, we establish the chords when we're all together. Sometimes it changes, but pretty much I present it. But Warren brought a song idea that we didn't play tonight, but he brought an idea to the table, and it was awesome. And I felt like it has to, I think it should mean something to the vocalist. I mean, I'm always open to ideas. Oh, Josh and I actually collaborated on another song. And so, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so what's going on is you guys are interpreting her ideas, in a sense,
yeah.
right?
kind of.
Yeah, like sometimes we'll be just sitting around like jamming or whatever, and she'll sing me like, oh, I wrote this thing or whatever, and it's like, maybe like Josh or I will have a guitar, and then we'll start like, okay, well this is like, this chord will sound good with that melody, and we'll just start riffing and whatever, and then like a couple like sometimes like I'll write like a guitar part, but then I'll jump on the violin and like hear like violin stuff over it. It's pretty, we're kind of like just sharing parts like with each other and just like shit, whatever sounds good, right?
Right on. No, I just wanted to know this because what you hear at the end is a very, it's very smooth. There's a beautiful blend going on.
Yeah.
One thing I really dig about you guys is that you got this blend of keyboards, some smoking guitar, crunchy shit, mellow stuff. He's got this violin thing thrown over there. Her voice is, careening through the thing. It's a beautiful blend. I mean, I just was curious how you guys came up with this. What's the creative process? So
It's pretty amazing. I feel like every time I bring the ideas to the guys, they pretty much we in a short amount of times we can finish each other's kind of like thoughts or sentences, and that's really rare.
that's a beautiful thing.
I
Yeah.
mean, even Trey and I, it took us just a little bit. You know what I mean? But then once it's there, like where you can just look at someone and go,
Like, even like when we're not feeling something. Remember that one time when we're like,
that song that sucked.
yeah.
That song that sucked.
No, but even like feel your need, like when we were not like, you know, it was funny because I'll even know, like, you know, when something's not jumping out, you know, and I'll just look at Joe Paul and I'll like, I know you know that doesn't jump out. We'll work on it, you know. So it's pretty cool that they get it, and again, my idea is they like it. It's us, you know what I mean, as a unit. So that's what makes us a unit, you know what I mean.
Hey man, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So anybody got anything they want to freestyle on? Say something special, or say hi to mom or something? Anything?
Actually, was just thanks to you guys, right? I mean, because it's been a really cool experience.
You guys
give it up for Flashrock.
Yeah,
the fact
buddy.
that, you know, you guys do this volunteer, the fact that you guys, I mean, you work really hard. I mean, it's amazing. And I'll get the phone.
Yeah.
Actually, excuse me, one moment.
No, it's not mine, okay? Just so y'all know out there, I'm not sitting here marinating nothing while I'm doing this fucking
That's
thing.
okay, I'll be right back. That's okay.
I want to throw a quick shout out to Wood Violins. That's a crazy looking violin, as you've seen. A guy named Mark Wood. He's a genius. He's a brilliant man, great person, and he built that thing. So hopefully we'll be seeing more of those around. If you haven't seen them already, they got rocks. So Wood Violins, yeah, check them out.
Good stuff, good stuff. So obviously you guys play loud. Where's your MySpace? Tell us where your MySpace is at, what the whole dealio is, webcast, I mean website, MySpace, whatever. Where you at?
Does anyone want to explain, or should I explain?
Well, we're on myspace.com/HeatherPatch.
We're on the internet.
Yeah, okay.
Actually, she's on there. We're nowhere, but
Okay.
we'll soon be following.
The gist of us is the fact that, I mean, I did work with Trey, you know, from the band POD as a solo artist, and he was producing some ideas. But I've always been open, like, to an idea, and I think that, you know, I wanted it more of a unit, even though, yeah, I am predominantly bringing some ideas. So I started the MySpace under my name, Heather Patch, which is myspace.com, Heather Patch. And quite honestly, when you have like about like 700 or some odd, you know, whatever people, you just don't want to like start it all over again. So, and since it was just like an undefined thing for a while, we just kept it Heather Patch. But this is my band, The Offering. So we're still working on it, but you can go to myspace.com/Heather.
Is it forward or is it
backslash?
// Heather
//
Sweet. Cool.
For those of you who are deaf.
And you can find out about upcoming shows there and all that good stuff. And
yes.
You want to give it up for The Offering. You guys kicked some ass tonight. We're lucky you were here. Flashrock kicks ass. Tune in another time for another live broadcast at Flashrock. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Sweet deal. Awesome. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I'm honored.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, guys.
Cool.
Definitely.
Good job. Thanks for having us.
Good job, man.
No, thanks, dude. Thanks a lot.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Tone.
Hey, all right.
I always fuck with dinner, though. I fuck you. John Paul, fucking Ross. Awesome.
Cool.
Yes. Isn't there a way of changing? Isn't there a way of changing like the name, like MySpace?
Sensation just took me to another realm. It wasn't here. It wasn't on this earth. I went somewhere else, and it was just total peace and joy.